And we're back. We're at the Agri Civic Center in Okeechobee, Florida, in the middle of the Big O barbecue competition. And Southern Gourmet Spice Company has been kind enough to bring us down here for this event. And joining me right now is the man himself, the inventor of the product of the decade, Kenny Bear's Barbecue Rub. Kenny, thanks for joining us, my
Son's graduation in Oklahoma, and I tasted a really good barbecue rub, and I just fell in love with the smoking and everything, and I worked on it for a few years, and I finally got it to where I liked it. We got it into a local restaurant down south. It's got 23 stores in their chain, and we're going from there. Now we're starting to do these festivals and trying to get the name out there.
Now you had been into cooking and stuff long
My
before.
entire life.
Right. So in other words, you had been barbecuing and doing the daily. Okay, let's I'll do the barbecue, and you season stuff. But then the actual definition of a rub is what got you into.
Well, I knew about rubs, and it was easier to buy them. It's a lot of work coming up with this. Like I said, it took me 3 years to get it to where I personally, liked it. So, it was perfect for me.
It's interesting. I mean, I could read the label on all the ingredients and stuff like that, and it's amazing. What made you think of some of the ingredients that are in there? I mean, like, what all of a sudden comes to mind to say, like, for example, we were just talking before, there's an ingredient in here that you have to buy it to see what I'm talking about, because I'm not going to tell you, but the bottom line is, and it's all on here, by the way, and everybody looks at that first ingredient, and, it's a shocker. And it was a shocker for me to know that it was even in here. What made you put it in?
It just didn't quite taste right, and I was just playing around with the formula, and I was like, this looks really good, and I think this will do good. Let's try this, and everybody in the family loved it, and, passed it by our boss, my stepdaughter, and she said it was perfect, and that's where we went from there.
Now, I know the story that you basically had, you put your rub on a barbecue, and you had the right person over visiting, and she loved it and helped you make your first sale. And when we had the president of the Southern Gourmet Spice Company on, Morgan, a few minutes ago, she said that, at first you guys weren't receptive to going public with this. Tell us about that.
Oh, it was just a hobby, more or less. I like to feed my family good food, and I like to see the smile on their face when they eat it. And I just kind of got, twisted my arm until I gave in.
See,
tried to hire me.
It's funny because I make a hot sauce that I think is the world's best, but I don't want to give anyone the recipe.
Right.
And it's, I guess if somebody offered me something, maybe I would let them wrestle, but I feel very, same way. I feel, happy when I make it. Somebody says, "Oh, that's the best. What's in it?" Sorry, I can't tell you. So I mean, I enjoyed that.
Right.
So I can definitely relate to what the hemming and hawing was, but I guess kicking you over and selling it to restaurants kind of helped you push over the edge. So you're going to expand. Have you had any leads for something more?
Well, we're getting ready to go do another event April 18th over on the West Coast, the Treasure Coast Barbecue Bash. So we're getting invited to that. We've gotten into a retail location in South Florida, and we're pushing to get more. We've got samples off to a couple corporate offices we're waiting to hear back from. And we're just going to keep pushing forward this till everybody in this country, maybe the world, knows about it.
So you're basically selling to restaurants, you're selling to individuals. I think that this, obviously this is my first time at a barbecue competition, because quite honestly I didn't even know they existed.
Right.
And it's very interesting. And I'll tell you another thing, the competition is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, and I know we were talking off the air about the razzing that they give, and they admitted it. They said, "Oh yes, we do."
Yeah.
But on the other hand, the other thing that I found interesting is that they're very close. They help each other,
right,
as much as giving them the meat.
It's like a family.
Yeah, but if they win, it's a different story.
Right.
It's sort of like, everybody, really.
Right. Yeah. So that's this is basically the environment we want to be in, because that's what we push is family, coming together. That's our main mission, is to get families back together, get to the dinner table. Know what's going on with your kids. And that's when you find everything out, is when you're sitting down and having a good meal, and you got time to talk and family values. That's what we're all about, and that's why we like this environment, because it's basically like you just said, man. Everybody helps everybody out,
and you got to sit down and have a good meal, and you're not going to have that good meal unless you put some Kenny Bears.
Well, it's definitely going to make it better. I'll tell you that.
Well, I tell you what, I know that we're pushing it on pork and chicken and ribs and fish. I heard them saying, but like I've been saying before, it's really good on pizza.
Oh yeah, I've had it on pizza. Our producer John makes a really mean pie, and he's put it on there, and. We, like you said, we do it on everything. Seafood, my personal favorite is on mahi. I love it on dolphin. It's incredible. On grilled shrimp, I've done it on lobster. I don't even eat butter on the lobster when I put the rub on it.
Wow.
And we also use it as a table seasoning. You don't have to cook it in. You could use it just as it is. You can eat it right out of the bottle. It's
that's how I put it on pizza.
Yep.
I put it on like a seasoning.
Absolutely. We made Bloody Marys with it.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You clean the car.
You wash your windows.
Put a little spoonful in with your laundry. It makes things come out bright white. But no, it's good stuff. Yeah. And are you? I know that this is the first product, and I know you guys are doing very well, expanding and stuff. Is there any ideas of other products?
Oh, absolutely. We've got 4 other ones lined up that are very similar to this one. One's a kind of a warm hot. Another one's going to be very hot. We're going to come out with a hickory flavor and a mesquite flavor pretty soon. And we've got other products besides the rubs coming out. We've got a all-purpose seasoning, which will be coming out soon.
So almost like a seasoned salt type of thing?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I won't give any brand names, but some better than most of the popular brand names all-purpose seasoning.
Yeah, because this to me, because of the way I like the Kenny Bears rub, I use it as an all-purpose seasoning. To be honest with you,
I do too.
So it's good stuff. Well, Kenny, I wish you all the luck in the world. And how can people get this?
Well, locally in South Florida, you can get it at Smitty's Old Fashioned Butcher Shop, or we have our website, southerngourmetspice.com. You can log on there, and we'll ship it right to you.
And people can buy all 3 size containers, or by the case, or
Absolutely.
By the truckload, whatever they want.
Whatever they want. 5-gallon bucket, 55-gallon drum.
They can get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good. And no home should be without. Every home should have at least 2 of these in the cabinet. But Kenny, I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with SouthernGourmetSpice.com. We'll be back in 2.